Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi, my name is Desi and I'm making my first video next YouTube. Okay, I'd like to turn now the object which is the main point of the talk. The helix is a fascinating mathematical object which starts many part of the life movement, the natural world, the manufactured world, and organic make up are all connected to shape of the helix. Okay. The helix is the tip of their dimensional curve that goes around and central conical shape in the front of the spiral. Like the cross scale of the spiral staircase, the helix is a very popular shape in natural because it is very compact. In phase helices, or sometimes referred to as nature of space saver in Arctic nature. The helix shape of the spiral staircase is an attractive option in welding, where space is very restricted. The most strength of the type of helix is probably the double helix of DNA, or deoxyribonucleic acid DNA in made of two helix that curve around each other. A bit like the twisted letter DNA, contain the genetic information or code that determine the development or fragmenting of no living thing. The helix shape is a very efficient way to store a long molecule like DNA in the limited space of the cell. There are different types of helix. Helix can twist clockwise, right-handed on anti-clockwise left-handed. An interesting experiment into how the clockwise helix. So as a cross scale of the mirror, the clockwise helix appears to become counterclockwise. We can perceive explains of helix in many areas of our world. Spirals, crankcase, cables, creo, and robles can be right-handed or left-handed helix. And helix that goes around and call it and conical helix. Example, our conical helix are creo of the famous spiral designed by the architect Frank Lloyd Wright in the Guggenheim Museum in New York. Helix are also prevalent in the natural world. The horns of central animal and the structure of plants, flower, and leaf can all counter helix. The corn is the first a triple helix. With this discovery that the helix is the shape of DNA molecule, it is not surprising that the helix is found in so many areas. It's one of the most natural shapes is natural helix from so many areas. Let's turn our attention now the mathematical description of the helix. You all need a pen, the paper of the next part of talking, as I am going to give so you some vegetable variant. I don't know. Give us some variable the breakdown. Take your time, no notice that difference. Thank you.